Ever wondered how the role of women in politics has evolved over the years? From the suffragette movement to the present day, the journey of women in politics has been a fascinating one. Globally, we've seen a significant shift in the political landscape as more and more women step into roles of leadership and power. This progression hasn't been easy. It's taken centuries of brave women breaking barriers, challenging norms, and proving their worth in the political arena. From the first women parliamentarians of the early 20th century to the Iron Ladies of the late 20th century, women have progressively made their mark in politics. And now, in the 21st century, the world is witnessing an unprecedented rise in powerful women leaders. One woman who stands out in this transformation is Kamala Harris, the first female vice president of the United States. Born on October 20, 1964 in Oakland, California, Kamala Harris's roots are as diverse as the country she serves. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, a Tamil Indian biologist, made significant strides in breast cancer research. She journeyed to the United States from India in 1958 as a young graduate student in nutrition and endocrinology at the University of California, Berkeley. Kamala's father, Donald J. Harris, a Jamaican-American, is a blend of African and Irish ancestry. He is a Stanford University professor of economics who came to the United States from British Jamaica in 1961 for graduate study at UC Berkeley. In 1966, the Harris family moved to Champaign, Illinois, where Kamala's younger sister Maya was born. The family moved around the Midwest, with both parents working at multiple universities in succession over a brief period. The family split in 1970. Kamala, along with her mother and sister, moved back to California, while her father remained in the Midwest. Despite the geographical separation, Kamala's parents profoundly influenced her life and values. Her mother introduced her to Hinduism, and she frequently visited a Hindu temple where her mother occasionally sang. She also visited her mother's family in Madras, now Chennai, several times, and has maintained strong ties with her Indian relatives throughout her adult life. Her grandfather, P.V. Gopalan, a retired Indian civil servant, impressed upon her progressive views on democracy and women's rights. On her father's side, Kamala also visited her Jamaican relatives, further enriching her multicultural upbringing. Her parents divorced when she was 7, a challenging time for young Kamala. However, Harris has shared that during weekend visits to their father in Palo Alto, she and her sister faced discrimination because of their race. The experiences, though painful, shaped her perspective on racial inequality and social injustice. Despite the challenges, these experiences would serve to strengthen Kamala and shape her future. She would use these foundational years to propel herself into a life of public service and ultimately make history as the first female, first African American, and first Asian American Vice President of the United States. From a young age, Kamala Harris was exposed to the power of education and the importance of standing up for what's right. Born in Oakland, California, to parents who were both academics, Harris was immersed in a world of learning and intellectual challenge from her earliest years. Her parents' commitment to education and their passion for social justice had a profound impact on Harris, shaping her future path. When Harris began kindergarten, she was part of Berkeley's comprehensive desegregation program, which bused students to schools in different neighborhoods to promote racial integration. This early experience of being in a diverse, multicultural environment was a formative experience for Harris, teaching her the importance of equality and the power of diversity. It was a lesson that she would carry with her throughout her life and career. Harris's education continued in California, where she graduated from Westmount High School. She then moved across the country to Washington, D.C. to attend Howard University, a historically Black university known for producing leaders and trailblazers. At Howard, Harris studied political science and economics, two fields that would prove crucial in her future career. After finishing her undergraduate studies, Harris returned to California to attend law school at the University of California, Hastings College of the Law. Here, she further honed her understanding of the law, the Constitution, and the rights and protections it offers to all citizens. Throughout her education, Harris was not just a passive recipient of knowledge. She was an active participant, always seeking to understand, question, and challenge. She was a leader among her peers, serving as the president of her class at Howard University and participating in various student organizations. This active engagement with her education laid the foundation for her career. It fostered in her a deep understanding of the law, a commitment to justice, and a desire to serve her community. It prepared her to become a prosecutor, a district attorney, a state attorney general, a U.S. senator, and ultimately, the Vice President of the United States. With a strong educational background, Harris was well prepared to take on the world of law and politics. Kamala Harris's journey in politics began in California, where she made a significant impact. In the Golden State, Harris's political career took off in earnest. As the Attorney General of California, she held the reins from 2011 to 2017. During this time, she established herself as a force to be reckoned with, tackling issues with a fervor that was both inspiring and impactful. Harris was known for her dogged pursuit of justice and her commitment to the rule of law. She championed the rights of consumers, fought for the protection of the environment, and took on the big banks during the foreclosure crisis. Yet her tenure was not without its trials. Harris faced criticism for her handling of certain cases and her stance on criminal justice issues. However, she remained undeterred, her gaze firmly set on the path ahead. She took these challenges in stride, using them as stepping stones to learn, grow, and further hone her leadership skills. In 2017, Harris made the leap from state to national politics, becoming a U.S. Senator from California. In the Senate, she continued to make waves, grilling nominees during confirmation hearings, championing progressive policies, and advocating for social justice. Her fiery interrogations during Senate hearings became viral moments, showcasing her prosecutorial skills and her tenacity. Her tenure in the Senate was marked by a number of key achievements. She co-sponsored the Equality Act to prohibit discrimination on the basis of sex, sexual orientation, and gender identity. She also introduced a tax cut bill for the middle class, showing her commitment to economic justice. Throughout her political journey, Harris demonstrated an unwavering commitment to public service and a deep passion for justice. Her dedication to her work, her courage in the face of adversity, and her ability to lead with conviction made her a standout figure in the political landscape. Her passion and determination led Harris to a path that would eventually take her to the White House. In 2020, Kamala Harris made history, shattering several glass ceilings. A moment that will forever be etched in the annals of American history. The first woman, the first African American, and the first Asian American to ascend to the vice presidency of the United States, Kamala Harris has blazed a trail that will forever alter the landscape of American politics. Her nomination as the Democratic vice presidential candidate was met with a wave of support, a testament to her years of dedicated public service. But it was not just a personal victory for Harris, it was a victory for every woman who has ever been told that she was not enough, for every person of color who has ever felt unseen, and for every immigrant who has ever felt unheard. Her election to the vice presidency was a moment of triumph for those who believe in the promise of America, the promise of equal opportunity and representation for all its citizens. It was a moment that signaled a shift in the American political landscape, a shift towards greater inclusivity and diversity. Harris's victory was not just about breaking barriers, it was about the values she espoused, the causes she championed, and the vision she had for America. It was about equality, justice, and the unwavering belief that everyone, regardless of their race, gender, or background, has a rightful place at the table. Her journey to the vice presidency was marked by resilience and determination. It was marked by the courage to challenge the status quo, to fight for what is right, and to never back down in the face of adversity. It was a journey that embodied the very essence of the American dream, the dream that no matter where you come from, who you are, or what you look like, you can achieve anything if you work hard and stay true to your values. Kamala Harris's journey, marked by resilience and determination, serves as an inspiration for many and a testament to the evolving role of women in politics. As we look to the future, her story serves as a powerful reminder that we are all capable of making history, of breaking barriers, and of creating a more equitable and just world. Today, Kamala Harris stands as a symbol of progress and change. As the 49th Vice President of the United States, she holds a position of power and authority that is unprecedented in the nation's history. Her role is not merely ceremonial, but one of immense responsibility and influence. She works closely with President Joe Biden, advising him on a wide range of issues and representing the administration both domestically and internationally. As an advocate for racial and gender equality, Harris uses her platform to challenge the status quo and promote social justice. Her policies and initiatives reflect her commitment to creating a more inclusive and equitable America. She is a trailblazer, breaking barriers and shattering glass ceilings, proving that anyone, regardless of their gender or ethnicity, can aspire to the highest offices in the land. As Kamala Harris continues to serve, she paves the way for future generations, redefining the role of women in politics.